through this door.
Okay.
This seems like a trap.
I got him to come.
Evening. It's been 4 years. Reiner.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 4, Episode 4 of Attack on Titan, From One Hand to Another.
Last episode we had the revelation of Reiner's past along with Annie and Bertold and all the warrior recruits.
Yes.
And we had the reveal of a certain character at the end of the episode.
Eren is in Marley.
What do we think going into this one?
I have to know how he got there and what he's doing and what the plan is and who else is in Marley. Are there other people we know in Marley? What's going on?
Lots of questions.
I'm having a hard time figuring out how to wrap my head around this.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below and hit that bell if you want to stay up to date with our reactions. We come out with Attack on Titan reactions every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see a bunch of episodes of Season 4 of Attack on Titan early, including some episodes that I have never seen before, Episode 8 is going to be the first episode that Montana and I watched together for the first time. Go ahead and check out the Patreon where they're already posted in their extended, uncut, ad-free forms. Also, comment down below what anime you want to see next. I think that's about it. Are we excited for Season 4, Episode 4 of Attack on Titan?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen up, Dunderheads! This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Falco, where are you headed this late?
Left something at HQ, so I'm running back there to grab it real quick. See you later.
He seems particularly happy.
Falco, could you do me a favor?
Sure. What do you need?
I want to send a letter, but coming from the internment
Oh.
zone, it'll probably be checked, right?
Yeah, probably.
If they see what I wrote, they'll know I shouldn't be here. Would you be willing to send it from outside the internment zone?
Sure thing. Guess this is to your family?
Yeah, just letting them know that I'm here, and that I'm all right.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, so Eren's got Falco kind of doing stuff for him.
Running errands, it seems.
Errands for
I did that on
Eren.
purpose.
That was funny. Season 4, Episode 4, From One Hand to Another.
Interesting name.
Also, I think there's a post-credit scene to this one I haven't seen.
Ooh.
Hey, why all the commotion?
The Tybur family just arrived. Looks like all of them.
The
Excuse me?
Tybur family.
The Tyburs are here.
They're the Tybur's personal guard. It's an independent force. I hear they're good.
Please come in.
Sorry to drop in unannounced. I'm Willie, head of the Tyburs. It's a pleasure.
I lead Marley's warrior unit, Commander Theo McGath. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Wow.
Lord Tybur.
The feeling's mutual, Commander McGath. Now then, allow me to introduce you to my beloved family.
So the Tyburs are living, like, lavish lives.
You've overseen the warrior unit quite successfully, Commander. So I'm curious. Can you tell which of us is the Warhammer Titan?
No, sir. I've seen no sign at all. Frankly, I'm not even sure if the Warhammer came here with you.
You have an astute mind, as I'd heard. But no, it is here. Someone among us wields the Warhammer.
But nobody knows.
I came here to lay eyes on the statue of Helos. It captures the moment a century ago when a mere human struck down the devil of all Earth, saving the world and becoming a hero. What a grand sight. He stands brave and beautiful, not a scratch on him. Truly, this is the spirit of Marley.
Yes, I agree with you. Especially since the statue is completely hollow.
You're an unsparing critic, Commander. I'm told that you've been working to reinstate conscription among Marleyan citizens.
To the people of Marley, war exists only in the pages of their newspapers. They read words saying that the border's expanded, and they feel pride. If it's our tamed devils or conscripts from conquered nations that bleed for those lands, so much the better. I suppose the hope is that by forcing Marleyan citizens to risk their own necks in the trenches, then we can eventually put a halt to this nation's self-destructive march toward war. But if I had the ear of the
Interesting
man
perspective.
controlling Marley from the shadows, I would tell him it's too late.
Did you hear that?
You truly don't hold back, do you? What am I to say? As you just noted, Marley is under the Tybur family's influence. But we did not set Marley on this path of militarism. The nation chose that for itself. Long ago, we Tyburs gave Marley freedom and power by way of atonement. We chose to stand by and watch as this country plunged itself into darkness. We intend to reveal everything to the world during the main event of the festival. When I said I'd come to see the hero's statue, I meant it. Marley needs a new Hellos. Theo McGath, I ask you to take my hand and work at my side.
So, what do you make of that scene?
So there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
So the head of the warrior program seems like his thinking is not really in line with the idea that's being projected to everyone, and he's aware of that.
What idea?
That Marley is just like continuing to expand, and it's a good thing.
He thinks that whoever's behind the shadows sort of running it should like stop, basically.
Exactly. William Tybur wants them to work together. We don't know if they agreed to that. I would guess that they did agree to work together just because they seem to have a lot of mutual respect. It's so interesting to see these Marley generals and like army people giving so much respect to the Tyburs just because of their last name when they share the blood of everyone that they've been just like keeping in camps and saying they're devils based purely on the blood. Like if the blood is the issue, the Tyburs should not be any different. But I feel like it just shows how nonsensical the whole thing is.
Absolutely. And the other thing to add on to that is that Willy Tybur said that he plans to reveal all the secrets at this festival that they're planning.
Yeah, so we haven't heard about this festival yet, right?
Well, we heard about it.
So what's the deal with the festival?
Zeke described like, oh, we're going to have a festival in the middle of town to like...
Oh, that was that festival.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Getting good. I could low-key do that haircut if I wanted to.
Good morning, Puck.
Why are you sitting like that?
Why are you down there?
I guess this just feels more natural to me. Sorry if I scared you.
She's car Titan, so...
Oh, okay, never.
Most Titans
Never
come
mind.
from the south, so...
You... God. So now are you simping for Peak?
Leave me alone.
Okay, look at that shot,
That
though.
I know. They know what they're doing.
Feels more natural to me.
Come
Sorry if I
on.
scared you.
Would you please just walk?
Come on.
Most Titans come from the south, so Parady's defenses are heaviest there. And comparatively sparse towards the northern mountains.
I see.
He has all the info.
From the north.
It's worth considering at least. However, we need to land a great many troops and supplies. And for our largest ships to dock, we'll need control of that southern wharf.
Then we should come from the south.
Not necessarily. We'd be sailing straight to the spot where we lost our scout ships. It's where the enemy's focused. They might have even torn the wharf down.
All right. Then what are you trying to say?
Yeah, they have no idea what's going on
Information that I
Parody.
thought you might find useful, sir.
Well, I think you've shared quite enough. I don't know why we let an Eldian talk in the first place.
Because he's been there?
Stupid.
The Parody plan seems to be coming right along. The brass in charge is oh so intelligent. I sure am excited to hear what they come up with.
Like entrusting the whole operation to 4 children with no support?
There go more of them.
He's
Falco.
winning. Falco just passed Gabi.
He won the race.
Wow.
Look how they celebrate that one win. Dumb kids. Ignorance really is bliss.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how well Falco does from this point, does it? I mean, Gabi's so far ahead of him.
Did you see how he took off on that last stretch?
Hey there, kids. What's all the fuss about? Falco finally got the best of Gabi!
Really? You beat her grades?
No, he just outran her in a race.
Sure, but it's still a historic feat!
Hey, can you cut it out? Seriously, it's embarrassing.
Pretty impressive. It sounds like maybe
Little
you're gonna be the
blush.
next armor.
Oh,
There's no
she
point in
is
trying to beat me now.
angry.
It's too little, too late. In case you forgot, I heroically defended our motherland in battle.
Yeah, I know. But there's still
really
a chance.
grinds my
They haven't
gears.
announced a successor quite yet. And until they do, I'll keep on working my hardest.
All right. Said like a professional warrior.
Your brother's inheriting the beast, so you and your family will be made honorary Marlians no matter what you do. You know that, so why try so hard?
Oh,
I'm doing this for you!
Falco?
He really just up and said it.
You're trying to stop me from getting what I want, but you think you're doing it for me? That doesn't make any damn sense!
Lola from Big Mouth.
Yep.
He couldn't get through to her.
Huh? What's that jerk's problem?
I'm sorry, I can't not hear it now.
Well, if it isn't our brave young
Kitty cat,
warriors in
very
training.
cute.
Gabi!
Little ear tufts.
I heard what you did, Gabi. You're a hero to all us Eldians, you know that? Thanks for your
right?
service.
Sorry, but I'm just Sophia.
Stop that, you stupid lush! Between the day drinking and the grabbing onto random girls, I've had it up to here with you!
Shut up, you nosy old bat. Ain't nothing wrong with giving a hero due praise.
It wouldn't be, except getting praised by someone like you is bad luck. Now go! Drag yourself home to your poor mother. Now,
Yikes.
allow me to give you kids a nice treat. Eat up, okay? I want you to get big and strong like Vice Chief Brown.
Thank you so much!
That was nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good stuff's
Are they really
happening.
gonna declare war from here in the internment zone?
Looks like they're building a stage.
They say leaders are gonna come from all over the world, and by the time this festival is over, they're all gonna be on our side.
Fantastic! Sounds like all of Marley's problems are about to magically disappear.
You really don't think it'll work?
Do you really think it will? We've been at war with too many of these countries. They want Marley to fall. We aren't treated well here, but compared to the hatred that Eldians face abroad, we're actually lucky. My family
Everyone
came from a
hates them.
foreign internment
Wow.
zone. It was awful.
Well, that's all the more reason why we have to do something. They chose to meet at the internment zone. Maybe they want to help people understand us. This is our chance to show the world that we aren't devils.
Okay, but how?
Smile! I know how badly you want to be right, but right now, you can't be. Help prove yourself wrong or we're all screwed. You shape up too. Stop pretending to be a weirdo, Zofia.
This is just who I am.
Fine! So what are you gonna fix?
Huh? There's nothing for me to fix. I'm perfect. I'm sharp as a needle and cute as a button. And when I captivate all the VIPs, my spot's gonna be that much more secure.
Are you sure you're not a devil?
And if you two ever cheer for Falco over
Literally.
me again, I will make you cry.
Oh, she's definitely a devil.
It's Commander McGath.
Here.
Wait a minute, was that a really large hand?
Or a very small book.
Here.
Look at this.
I thought it was a tiny book.
Well, let's see.
Is such a large-scale demolition necessary?
Much of the structure is decayed beyond repair.
That is a small book.
Yeah.
Allow me to congratulate you. The army is now yours, General.
No, sir. It belongs to the nation. And Marley is a nation commanded by none other than you, Lord Tybur.
This nation isn't mine, though. It belongs to the people, Marleyan and Eldian. Now that I have the wheel,
Doesn't
I can
really
see
seem
why
like
no
it, though.
one's tried to turn it before. It's too heavy.
Okay.
I want nothing more than to let it go, but the time has come when I must not. It just happened to be me. By sheer chance, I happened to be the man that fate turned to.
The house was on the verge of collapse, but a few of its pillars remain usable. And according to them, the house is already infested with rats.
Nicely done, Falco.
It's thanks to what you said, Mr. Kruger. Honestly, I doubt I'll catch up to Gabi, no matter how hard I push myself. But even so, I'm gonna keep moving forward.
I see. I would still say that I'm in your debt, though. Thank you for delivering those letters for me. You've been a big help.
Oh, sure.
What do you think of those letters? What do you think's going on with them?
I think okay, so my initial thought was he's sending letters to people in Parody, but that can't be because they would have to have ships going over, and we found that there are no ships going over there.
Also, delivering postal to Parody seems like a stretch.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So that was my initial thought. Quickly wrote that off. My guess is there are other people who have infiltrated different parts of the world, and he's sending letters to them. So like Armin potentially, or any of the scouts, any of his people.
Yeah.
That he's trying to make contact with and plan with.
Yeah, and just using Falco.
If something bad happens to Falco because of him helping Eren, I'm going to lose my mind. Baseball.
That glove. Did your family send it to you?
They thought it would make hospital life less boring. It's hard to do much in this shape, but I need to move forward too. After the festival, I'm going back to my hometown.
Ah.
Glad to hear it. A doctor's coming. Well, I should head out.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I sit next to you?
Sure, why not?
Thanks, I appreciate it. My name's Jaeger. I'm an internment zone physician.
Stop it, stop it,
I like
stop
to
it, stop
come
it,
out
stop it.
here and drink tea from time to time.
Good to meet you. I'm Kruger.
Good to meet you too. I saw you speaking with a boy just now. Is he a friend?
Guess so.
I wonder if he could have been my friend. After all, I too sit here looking for someone to talk to. Before the Eldian restorationists were caught, that boy's uncle was leading member. Marley sends captured restorationists straight to paradise, frequently with their families in tow. In order to protect their loved ones, the boy and his brother said they wanted to become warriors. And now his brother has been chosen to inherit the Beast Titan, which means the Grice family is finally safe again.
Hold on. Why tell me all this?
So that you'll stop asking that young man to run errands for you. The Grice family's efforts will have been for nothing if people begin to suspect him of something illicit. And if your heart and mind truly are healthy, you should go back to your family now.
Go back to your
People you love will
family.
always be waiting. If you take them for granted, you will be left with regret.
Will I? I see. You have regrets about your own family?
Well,
I'm filled with them. Even now, I was so hard on my son. So
they have the
insistent
same
that he
eyes.
become a doctor. That's why he took his sister outside the walls. That's why she...
It's my fault. It's all my fault.
Mr. Jaeger, please don't go outside unsupervised.
Sorry about this. I only looked away for a moment. Come along, Mr. Jaeger.
Everything will be all
and Eren's just like, well.
He can't do anything. More baseball.
So
What's
baseball
up with the
exists
baseball?
in this universe. Thoughts on that scene? Just a quick little bit.
I mean, okay, so clearly the guilt of what happened to Eren's dad and the way that the grandparents handled everything has landed him in a mental hospital, and he's really not doing well. I mean, it was really interesting seeing Eren interact with his grandfather, knowing that he couldn't say anything or really reveal that information.
Yeah.
I do think his point about not using Falco for errands for the safety of his family is still a valid point, and I hope Eren listens, and I hope nothing happens to Falco. Alright, so this is the event.
This is crazy. I've seen these people in the papers.
Enough
Well,
idle
maybe.
chit-chat.
We're gonna serve these people so well that their heads spin. Look, they're starting to leave dirty dishes. Get them!
Yes. I've always felt that way.
Fantastic
Falco,
house guest.
drink! Here!
Look, they're letting some filthy blood carry our plates.
No wonder the food here reeks.
Oh no.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am.
Shh. Don't make a scene of it.
But the wine, it stained your outfit.
My lady, is everything all right?
This is quite embarrassing, but I spilled wine on my kimono and was just asking this boy for assistance. Thank you, young man.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Please, come right this way.
Why would you?
Wow.
There's no telling what they would have done to you if I'd been honest, right?
Are you okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
she seems nice.
Even though she knew that I'm an Eldian.
I think I know why. That woman's probably an Easterner from Hizuru.
It's Willy Tybur. Lee! If it isn't the heir of our saviors.
Ambassador Agueno, long time no see. And Nambia, it's been since we were children.
Yes. Sorry for all the times I made you cry.
I wonder if you remember this, Willy.
Oh, of course. From when you fell out of that tree.
Literally an Eldian.
This is such bullshit.
Let me bid you a warm welcome and offer my thanks to you all for traveling so far. Until very recently, some of us were engaged in a rather unseemly dispute over resources. However, yesterday's enemy is today's enemy. Pardon. I mean, yesterday's enemy
So,
is today's
Willie's been
friend.
pretty worldly.
Let us wash the past down the toilet alongside our drinks tonight. Toward that end, please raise your glasses and join me for a toast. Cheers to everlasting peace.
Such a refined joke. It's unfortunate that this isn't a first language for all our guests. You weren't quite understood. So please, allow me to take over from
That
here.
Freudian
Thanks
slip.
for breaking the ice, Ambassador. All right, Willie!
King of our saviors!
You've been invited to join
Oh, boy.
me tomorrow in the
I don't think
Liberio
so.
internment zone. It is home to a people whose blood runs through my own veins. These people are known to be descendants of devils, but their ancestors massacred untold millions. And strangely,
So they all
after
like
enduring
him.
the worst of their cruelty, Marley used those devils to oppress other nations, repeating the horrors of the past. Would the world not be better if Titans ceased to exist? There is but one answer to the Eldian question. After years of searching, I've found it. And tomorrow night, I'll share it. In the course of my first ever theatrical production, I hope that each of you will be there. Now, to the playwrights and the witnesses of
Thank
history.
you.
To the playwrights and the witnesses of history.
What the hell?
Oh boy.
What is it? Oh,
Are you trying to get rid of Titans completely?
About time you woke up.
Why is everything all crazy?
It's for the festival. Different people have been pouring in from outside all morning, and they opened up a bunch of food stalls. Here, try this.
It's the best thing I've ever tasted!
Let's go.
That's kind of cute.
Right? Must be weird for Reiner to be here.
Oh, 100%.
Reiner paid for all of them.
Oh.
He's giving progressive. Do you kind of feel bad for Reiner?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you get for being a glutton.
Look at the flags they put up.
They should just make every day a festival.
Think so, huh?
It's probably nothing, but I've noticed a lot of new things have been happening in the last few days.
Is that right?
feels strange, as if the world is about to change in a big way.
Yeah.
Astute.
I hear you.
Hey, how have you enjoyed the festival?
Wait, where's Falco?
Oh, he said he saw someone he knew in the crowd and ran off to say hi.
Huh. Hope this doesn't make him late.
Man,
It's
you
gotta
really
be
can't
Eren.
loosen up with that booze, can you?
Look at all these people.
Look there. I guess he made it back.
Mr. Brown!
Where the hell have you been?
Sir, do you mind coming with me?
Don't think there's time.
You'll be fine. The curtains won't go up for a few more minutes.
Over this way.
What's this about, Falco?
You can see for yourself in a second. It's through this door.
Okay.
This seems like a trap.
I got him to come.
Evening. It's been 4 years. Reiner.
No.
Eren.
And that's where we're left for this episode.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Okay.
Why, Eren? Why come here? What do you plan to do?
The exact same thing you did.
No.
As for why, that's the same too. I don't have a choice. That's why.
Oh.
Well.
Come back up here, sweetie. Thoughts about that?
Okay, so Eren's confronting Reiner right now.
Yep.
And using Falco to do it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my
Falco's
god.
like, look, I brought you to him.
Look, this is fantastic. What in the world are either of them gonna do? And a show is about to happen.
Yep, show is right about to happen. That is true. Yeah, that was a fantastic episode. Any initial thoughts about the episode as a whole before we jump into discussion?
I feel like I can't talk about the episode as a whole after just seeing what I saw, because it's like that's
all that's
mind blowing. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for watching that episode while Montana processes. We'll get ready for our discussion section. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for our next episode. That's episode 5 of season 4, Declaration of War.
Awesome.
If you can't wait and want to see that episode right now, along with several episodes more ahead, these are the ones we have posted. Check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where they're all posted in their extended, uncut, ad-free forms right now. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's go to the episode verdict.
If you want to ask us questions after every episode, check out the Patreon link in the description below. Join at any level and you can start asking. For now, let's get to question 1. Mark B92 asks, you may have noticed Reiner seems less happy and enthusiastic than the other warriors and candidates. Do you think he regrets his decisions that led to Bertolt being eaten, Annie being captured, and his comrades within the walls dying? Also, do you think he is concerned his feelings and memories will ultimately negatively influence the candidate who will inherit his Titan?
That's a super great question.
Yeah.
I think he definitely feels a certain level of responsibility. I mean, it's like survivor's guilt. He's the only one of those 3 that ultimately got out of it. I mean, he's not without significant damage, but I also think the closer he's making the exact same mistake that he made in the Walls in parody, where he's getting too close to these kids. I feel like if you're gonna give someone that kind of power and information and ultimately a death sentence and just a guaranteed horrific life, you can't be buying them ice cream.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, I think it goes to show how much he cares genuinely, because someone like Annie, who's aware of how dire the situation is, would deliberately distance herself, and he just can't do that.
Yeah,
but that's got to be slowly killing him, and I think that's what we're seeing.
He's got a big heart, and it's crazy to think about, because back when he revealed himself, you'd think he was the most cold-blooded.
Literally the worst. Yeah.
Oh, it all makes sense too. Let's go to our next question. Ashton asks, in his speech at the party, Willy Tybur says, to the playwrights and witnesses of history, which I interpreted as acknowledging that despite the winners writing history, the witnesses' point of view is still relevant. Seeing how Willie is one of the only people to recognize and respect the fact that there are two sides to a story, how valid do you predict his argument will be at the play, and how do you think both Marleyans and Eldians will react?
So I think it's definitely going to be different from what the Marleyans have been projecting, but I also think there's going to be an aspect that's not entirely true to the Eldian experience, just because he has not been living the way most Eldians have. He cannot speak from experience what it's like to be talked down to and treated like a devil, because he's just never felt that and never experienced that. So yeah, there are two sides to every story, but he's not giving the most accurate version of the side that's not being told. So I guess we'll see.
All right, last question. Catherine Finch asks, I'd like to hear what Montana thinks Eren and the others have been up to in the past 4 years and what she thinks their plan is for dealing with Marley.
I think they definitely have something set up at the dock or like wharf area, but that could potentially be mechanized. Like I feel like Hanji was involved with that, or potentially Armin is there with the Colossal Titan, because I feel like that Titan gives kind of that is the most range, especially for the water. Like being tall is the biggest benefit there. And then I think everyone else has kind of dispersed and gone undercover to like the main camps, and they're trying to communicate there and like start an uprising would be my guess. But I can also see Eren just transforming at this event. And I feel like that's more likely now because he confronted Reiner in front of Falco.
Yep. And Falco's like, yay!
Yay, this is so great. I did this thing for you. Here.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But I say we go ahead and head to the next episode.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Thank you for watching. Please make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you are excited for our next episode. That is episode 5 of season 4, Declaration of War. It is also the third to last episode that I have seen that Montana has not seen. And if you want to see those episodes ahead right now, check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where our next episode and several others beyond are already posted. I think that's about it. Are we excited for season 4, episode 5 of Attack on Titan, Declaration of War?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.